format in front of us. 7 rounds of it as well. It feels like we were here yesterday, wasn't it? The FUT Champions Cup of last year, FIFA 18, where MSDossary went and won in a final against the Kingfisher Icevogel, who is here in the building as well. Can he perform? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But look at this cast scenario. You guys can see it at home. It's a really special one. We're going to be casting the game just behind us right now, which is actually going to be MSDossary against BradyBenzz. MSDossary, we know who he is. We know the success he has in the UK. But BradyBenzz, first event of the year, and what an event to turn up for.
Yeah, MSDossary on current form. He's been like that. He's top of the peak right now. He's the #1 player, in my opinion, on current form. On Global Series ranking points, he is not. Will he be the #1 player here in Manchester? You spoke about Icevogel last year. We need to remember, MSDossary didn't even play in Barcelona. That was the first event of last year. He played at ESWC, where he won the, he finished third. He then won in Manchester. This year, from day one, he's been at the top. Paris Games Week, qualified, made that event on the PlayStation. He can play on either console, and I would expect him to do very well here in Manchester. Yeah, again, exactly as we said, 8 tickets, technically worth a Champions League final, actually to go to the Champions League final, to go to the eChampions League final. And if you get there, each player is guaranteed at least $15,000. It's a lot of money, so we're going to get into this game right now. Our first game of the day, Swiss style round 1. MSDossary against BradyBenzz. You heard the Champions League tones ringing out. This is a special tournament, one of a kind, a year of first for competitive FIFA. And here is the eChampions League group stage, live all day long from Manchester. It's going to be MSDossary up against BradyBenzz. 6 American players arrived here in Manchester. BradyBenzz, one of them. If you look at his rankings, Richard, not the best so far this year.
نظام البطولة زي نظام دوري الأبطال بالضبط. مجموعات وبعدين خروج مغلوب.
On the Global Series standings, however, you see out the eChampions League, and it looks like Desai looking to get us underway there. BradyBenzz, a very popular streamer at the minute. He's trying to build his audience on Twitter, on Twitch. I don't know if you saw as well yesterday, Richard. He did a tweet when he knew the fixtures. When he was playing against MSDossary, he did a tweet and literally went, 1 like equals 1 prayer. So he's obviously a bit nervous coming into this game. He has been nervous, but I've watched his Twitch streams in the past, and he seems like a very confident player. He knows his way around FIFA 19, and he also likes playing the underdog. He likes being underestimated, does BradyBenzz. Pull it. To Mbappe at the moment. Switch it all the way over. 2 legs, as we know, in Swiss, the format we've been playing all year long. So many tournaments as we approach that latter end of the season. Playoffs, obviously, coming up very shortly. We've got LQEs as well. All the FUT Champions Cups are being completed. And I think, as I keep saying, I said it on the couch as well, the common theme was that if you're not at this event, you are kind of heartbroken, because this is such a special tournament. We saw a lot of players on Twitter, on social media, saying, you know what, I'm finished with FIFA 19 until the playoffs, until the grand final. People came out and tried qualifying for this event. They tried qualifying because they knew the magnitude of the Champions League, of the eChampions League. You can't miss out on an opportunity like this. In the first 15 minutes here, you can see the passing accuracy between the two. 96%, 95% to BradyBenzz, who has kept the ball quite nicely. And you'll see as well, MSDossary has cued a pause. That's very MSDossary like. He'll always continue to update and change his game, unless it's a problem with the controller. Potentially it is. But he's still a player, Richard, that will always update. He'll always change and adapt, I should say, to his opponent. He'll always change. He's like a chameleon. He sort of changes and adjusts his appearance and adjusts the way that he plays to whatever environment suits him the best. If he's playing against a 3-5-2, he'll go into a 3-5-2 and match it up. If he's playing against a player who's exposing the wings and looking for crosses into the box, he'll put 4 centre-backs across the back 4. He's not afraid to mix it up and to throw a little bit of spice into the pot. He's back in such a iconic venue for him as the ball goes into the box. That was BradyBenzz's first chance and first time actually in MSDossary's defensive area. It's a strong header away by the usual players we're used to talking about across that back line. You can see as well the back line of BradyBenzz. 4 centre halves, no left backs, no full backs in use. I was recently watching the FIWC 2018 Grand Final between MSDossary and Stefano Pina. At 3-0 up, Dossary changed formation and went to a 4-3-3 second. 1 CDM, 2 centre mids, and saw out the game.
That's at 3-0 up with 20 minutes left to play.
لا مساعد مش عاجبني
Room for
الجيم ده
error
خالص.
for Dossary. There's going to be no mistakes, especially in the defensive third. I feel like he got those mistakes out of his locker very early on. Paris Games Week, he was timing shots ready.
قافل عليه.
It's going to be Cristiano Ronaldo.
أبويا.
Poorly. And now you're seeing
ابعد
the
تحت.
sort of peak Dossary coming out.
What a chance that was. First big chance for BradyBenzz to say common goal we've been used to seeing over so many of the recent events. Just that kind of lofted ball into the box. Get it anywhere near Cristiano Ronaldo in the air. MSDossary
لا
now.
وحشة خالص.
Fake shot away from his man, but no real conviction in that shot.
Well, looking for a low driven across the goalkeeper. We saw this Dossary first game against Clutch at the FUT Champions Cup 6.
تحس المساعد بيلعب على
It was an
استحياء
extra
كده.
time winner for Dossary. He tends to warm into events, I feel like. The first game isn't usually his best performance. Some players, they'll come out firing in Swiss. They'll be 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and then they'll hit that
طب
road.
ابعد بقى قدام.
Dossary, he might go 0-1, and then he'll go 1-1, then he'll go 2-1, then he might go 2-2, and then he'll just slowly pick it up. And as we get into the latter stages, into the round of 32, into the round of 16, he rarely ever makes a mistake.
Oh, what a ball that is. He
Yeah,
played it
been
to Mbappe on the overlap. But for me, when I look at the Swiss, the players that do pick up a loss here and there, sometimes they need to get that loss out of their system. Because you see, for example,
أنا شايف اللي قدام مساعد بيلعب بكل بساطة. مفيش ضغط عليه.
players go even further than that this weekend. When it comes to the knockouts, when it comes to day 2 of the tournament, as we know, we're only going to be playing up to round of 16 tomorrow to find those 8 players. People have more pressure on them because everybody's talking about that Swiss performance.
Megabit, Martin Alba, Brazil in
Yeah,
the
go and
FIFA
do it,
Nations Cup.
Talk about them all, yeah.
In the FIFA Nations Cup. Players who
هيرفع.
seem to just be unbeatable on
رفع.
day 1 of tournaments tend to go out if you're not called Tex. He's the only one that really springs to mind who's gone unbeaten throughout a tournament.
And backed it up in the knockout stages as well. MSDossary back in possession. See the possession.
Something he's not been able to do for a lot of this game.
Yeah. Credit where it's due to BradyBenzz. He literally starved MSDossary of having the ball, having any real opportunities. The only chance we saw was that half-hearted shot from Cristiano
دي أول
Ronaldo.
مباراة.
Will come forward again now, though. Neymar
Shoot.
this time fake shot away from his man. A big goalkeeper movement there. The shot wasn't timed. Green have not seen the time finish as of yet from Dossary. 2018 world champion, of course. Do not forget that. Rio Ferdinand, an awful touch. Luckily,
اطلع فوق وشوط.
still keeps possession. Heel to heel for Huller. Vieira,
طب وزيبي.
normal CDM partner, will just push him off the ball. Added time of 2 minutes in our first leg, the first round of Swiss.
أهي.
Here at the eChampions League group stage.
يا
Didn't know
راجل
what to do there.
ازاي؟
Took a shot, took a deflection, out for a corner.
The last chance of this half, whipped into that foot post for Ronaldo, headed out, and I imagine as soon as this ball breaks back for Brady, if it does, we will be going into half-time.
أهو معاك أهو.
Still in possession though.
There you go.
There we go. Going to go into half-time at the end. That's something that MSDossary does love to do. He scores a goal in added time quite a lot. We saw it just back a few weeks ago at the last FUT Champions Cup. We can see some stats from there. One real chance at the break from BradyBenzz, but a lot of
بيلعب
possession.
بالراحة
Yeah,
خالص.
hit the bar with that
خالص.
header, and we were talking about the 4 across the back, the 4 centre-halves. That's something that BradyBenzz is doing. It's Van Dijk and Maldini as the 2 centre-backs, and then the 2 pacier Team of the Year centre-halves in Sergio Ramos and Rafa Varane, respectively playing right back and left back for him. Strong, powerful in the air. I mean, Varane's got 90 pace. Let's just put that into perspective.
It's crazy about Ramos. Obviously, in his career, was a former full-back at one time. But it's like he's just there now. He's just a right back. Obviously, our Team of the Year is a centre-back.
That's just where
He's just there and everyone's just playing him there now.
he's the plaster over the back post cross, in all honesty. He's not the solution that a lot of players want at that right back spot. I imagine they'd rather have a right back there. Like some players like to use Marcelo just for the attacking threat that he offers. He's pretty good in the air, but he will get beat from time to time.
We've seen some players still back up, the likes of Cancelo. Happy to use him, and obviously at left back, Marcelo's still a big player for a number of players, including MSDossary. You can just see him, number 5 there in that rogue kit. See Team Rogue. He does represent MSDossary. Lovely ball down this
Right-hand side now for Mbappe, a cricketer or two. The first one to really seen of the game.
What a roster Rogue have got on their hands as well. MSDossary, Nicholas Razek, and Goal Machine.
Only one of those players here, though. Now the eChampions League, they all tried. Online when they qualified, 64 spots were here, and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and the first event of the year for some players, including BradyBenzz on your screen now, playing that Colombia strip. You can hear roars behind us, goals are going in.
الولد بيلعب ضغط عالي خالص عليه ومساعد حاسه بيلعب دفاعي اكتر ما بيهجم.
This one concludes in the second leg when there's something to talk about at the moment. 0-0, nothing really created.
Important to point out as well, we're in the eChampions
Yeah,
League,
ما هو
but
مش
it's
عايز
the same
يلعب بقى، مش
format. We're
عارف.
playing in Swiss, we're playing two-legged games of FIFA. Win 4, you go through. Lose 4, you're going home.
Here we go, Ronaldo, you want him in the box if possible. He's going to play the crossover. Van Dijk!
جون
Will leap up above the rest and he'll get him 1-0 up.
لا في حاجة غلط
minutes on the
النهارده.
clock. I have no idea why Van Dijk's that high up the field, but BradyBenzz isn't going to matter.
You talk about Marcelo at the back post. He's unreliable.
صابو يرفعها برضه بكل سهولة
The
من
absolute unit that is Virgil van Dijk, powering towards goal.
I'm pretty sure he's just done a
هو مساعد ما
yard
نامش ولا ايه؟
sprint up the field.
Now he's back at centre half.
He's playing a right centre half. He's not been put into a cam or anything like that. He's just gone on one crazy run and it's worked out for him at the back post. I was saying, Cristiano Ronaldo's not in there. What are you doing?
You must have used the L1 X pass and where you make your player run off the ball. Van Dijk just carried on running, and the ball, in the end, found its way to him. BradyBenzz, 60 minutes gone, takes a lead here. A lot of people would say a surprise lead.
We won't get too excited yet, though. We know how two-legged games of FIFA go in any
يا سلام.
competition,
بكل بساطة كده.
especially against a player of MSDossary's caliber. We've seen what MSDossary can do in the second leg when he's been behind before. I think you look back at Clutch. I think you played him.
طب ابعت
An
فوق.
English player.
طب ارجع.
See another
إيه
London
ده؟
event, that one at Gfinity. Stokes had a few good games as well against him. Unfortunately, here is a coach this weekend with Lev. Be supporting him along the way. There's a
شوت طيب.
unbelievable through ball. Nearly
لا يا جماعة
found
ده مش
something back as well
مساعد.
to Ronaldo.
Fantastic. Just cutting open the defence there. Think
Oh,
of our
that's
next
risky.
pass
That's
to play.
really risky at the back. You know what, those kind of mistakes against a player like MSDossary, straight into that team management again, and we've got it right in front of us here.
It was an X pass that he did play into Ronaldo, and he just looked for a little cutback. Didn't know he maybe could have took a shot on there. Maybe not playing with full confidence right now. MSDossary.
Just waiting to jump back in to the matchup for him. You can see the only change that has been made for him. 20 minutes left, plus another 90 on top in the second leg of action. Going to be Pele on, Eusebio off for both of these two players. Could be R9 on as well. And Vieira off. That's
هو
an
بيعمل
attacking
ميس باسس
change. One of
كتير
these two
كده
he's
ليه؟
looking to see he's made that.
Yeah, very, very attacking change.
Yeah, it must be the other side of the field because there's no Vieira on the pitch. Modric is on as well for Dossary. Going to be a foul. No, referee says play on. Why not? The only goal scorer in this game as well, making that tackle in Virgil van Dijk. Not used to saying that, are we? The only goal scorer in a game, Van Dijk, and what a goal it was.
See the bottom right corner there, team press, toggled on, toggled off from Dossary. Wants his players to be squeezing up the pitch. There again, team press on. As soon as the ball goes into that defensive third where he knows he can press the players high up the pitch. Look how high Hull it is right there from a CDM position. Look how high Modric is.
Just because he needs to. He needs to go out and attack. Or at least put some pressure on BradyBenzz, who's been happy, as I keep saying, to starve Dossary of the ball. Centre-backs have been stretched. Look how pushed out Van Dijk is now. But you see the numbers back. You see Ronaldo with the shot as well. Straight at Varane, though. Messi. He's just been introduced, he's fresh as well. Look at that attacking four. Mbappe, Messi, R9, and all the way across Cristiano Ronaldo.
هيرجع بس هو قدام من تحت تاني فاول.
The free kick will come in.
Just looking at the players matched up against each other. You can see R9 up against Modric. That could be a battle that he's winning. Ronaldo switched onto the ball, played into Ronaldo. R9, good defensive header though.
Happy to drop back and defend for his team. Lofted through ball over to a
فيهاش
fresh
أي حاجة،
Can he
مفيهاش
win
أي
that battle
خطورة.
against Maldini? Just hoof it away, hook it down the line straight into Cristiano Ronaldo. As we said, expect him just to see out this matchup. One goal though, for me, won't take you through a second leg.
It's not a safe scoreline against Dossary.
It's a confidence builder, but it's not going to take you through a second. You've got 90 more minutes to play against an attacking MSDossary, I'm sure.
People feel like when they play against Dossary, they play well against him and still somehow don't get a result. That's exactly what Clutch felt. He played well. They were winning for a majority of that game. And he still didn't get the result. And he just kicked out of play there.
It's a mistake. First event of the year for BradyBenzz. Hence why you can see the seeding of this matchup. You come up against one of the top seeds.
عقبة مرتدة.
Those Global Series rankings. Just under 1,000.
يلا مساعد بقى.
Those rankings for
تعادل
BradyBenzz.
طيب.
Turn away from his man. Little dink to the back post.
حتى التعادل مش عايز
Heroic
يجي.
defending in the end from Varane.
And that is why you play your centre-back at full-back. Marcelo doesn't win that header. He just simply doesn't win that header. When you've got Varane playing at left-back, Ramos playing at
هيضيع
right-back,
وقت. بس كده.
they'll get in the right positions. They'll dig you out of holes. And they'll give you a 1-0
لا على فكرة كمان من أول الجيم ومساعد ما بيضغطش ما بيلعبش والتاني بيلعب عليه ضغط عالي في حاجة غلط. كأنه ما بيلعبش يعني كأنه ما نامش النهارده.
From Brady after so let's say MSDossary, that's how unused I am to saying he was outplayed for a lot of that game.
Yeah, he were under the cosh. He kept possession for a majority of that. BradyBenzz.
فهو كده مساعد يعني.
30-35 minutes. He had like 65-66% possession. In the end, a narrow 1-0 win. 1-0 win, I should say, a 1-0 lead. After the first leg, you've got to think Dossary is going to get better in that second leg. He always seems to get better. That's the only thing. Has Brady got another level to go to? These are the questions that we're going to be answering in that second leg.
The fact that we keep coming back to first event of the year for BradyBenzz.
لو لعب بنفس الطريقة ديت الماتش اللي بعده لا كده مش هيبقى حلو.
eChampions League. 1-0. It's not enough. It's not enough against a world champion to take you through. You can see goals are going in all around us here in round one of Swiss. Some incredible matchups as well. But that's why they're up against each other, because of the seeding coming into this game. MSDossary, as we know, won 2 FUT Champions Cups this year. He's been in and amongst all the tournaments. That's why he's so high up on those rankings. For Brady, it's a different story. First event of the year. It's probably the one event you want to be.
دي أول مباراة.
Going to come to one event this
أول
year.
مباراة المساعدة دي الجولة الأولى.
He's coming in with no real expectations. He's not coming in to win the event. He's not coming in probably even to get top 8. He wants to get top 8, but in his own expectations, he's probably not expecting that. So then you're looking. What is he coming to do? He's just coming to make a name for himself. He's coming to play some good FIFA. There's no better and bigger game than playing against MSDossary in round 1 of Swiss.
لا لسه يا عم ده دور مجموعات لسه.
At the FUT Champions Cup. And now we're here in the first round in the eChampions League. Is he going to be able to get the job done?
That is the important question. The only goal coming from an
هيخسر نقط.
source in Van Dijk. We made the joke. He went like a 100-yard sprint up the field from right centre back. Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't in the box. Cristiano Ronaldo was actually the man that delivered the ball into it. And that team of the year, Van Dijk, who's been a statement in every single team now.
You've got to think as well, if Van Dijk goes on to win Player of the Year, will that team of the year then get pushed higher up in his rating? Could we be even looking, he's at 95 currently, team of the year Van Dijk. Could we look at a 96, 97? Or is the Player of the Year going to be higher rated than the team of the year? So then are we looking at a 96, 97 Player of the Year, Van Dijk? Van Dijk's got room to improve.
And that's for the playoffs, that's for the grand finals. There could be so many changes with these team of the seasons. And we're going to be jumping into this leg 2 very shortly indeed. Currently 1-0 to BradyBenzz. Might be his first event of the year, but he's shown a lot of confidence. As you said, could it be that no expectations factor?
بصوا المشتركين 64 واحد كلهم في مجموعة واحدة هياخدوا أول 32 بس. ده مساعد اللي أعرفه. أيوة بقى. أيوة أصحى كده.
2 minutes 26. And that'll be that prime icon moment, Eusebio scoring it.
Did we just say, in that little interlude between the two legs, did we not say MSDossary's got more gears to go to? In the first 2 minutes, he's showed his intentions.
I think that's him just going to gear 4 as well. Still got 2 more to go into.
على فكرة البطولة على البلاي ستيشن بس.
90 minutes of hard graft FIFA from BradyBenzz. Possession, he kept it all. He was building into the game. At the end, he was managing it.
كده بقينا
Wiped
1-1.
away in just 2 minutes, Richard.
Yeah, all that hard work. I don't know, did you ever get the whiteboards when you were at school? You used to get the whiteboard. You used to create your best artwork on the whiteboard. The bell would go, you'd have to wipe it out. It's all gone. There's no recollection anymore. There's no memories of that first leg. You're under pressure yet again. Can he answer?
We keep saying he looked very confident in that first matchup.
بلاي ستيشن عشان دي دوري الابطال ودوري الابطال بيلعب بلاي ستيشن بس.
With that, you can see how he's potentially trying to play, get out wide, then scoop up and cross it in, or El Tornado into the box.
حتى تجز هيلعب على البلاي ستيشن، كلهم هيلعبوا على البلاي ستيشن.
Doesn't have to play really nice, you'd say. He can play ugly and still get a result.
يرجع بقى، ايوه.
That's exactly what MSDossary can do. Ramos now.
توقع الماتش اللي فات كان بيجرب حاجة. اوه لا كده مساعد رجع.
What a strike that was. Dinked it up with the little R1 square pass.
والله مساعد مش هتفرق معاه يعني، هو بيلعب على الجاهزية.
Acrobatic volley toward goal on the
ابعد قدام.
How many times do we see those go in? At least, I'd say once a game.
Fake shot away from his man again. Ronaldo, lovely interchange in play here. Flicks to Neymar. In the end, defended well by Ramos.
Surprised he's not got a little foul there on the edge of the box. Looked like he just got tangled up. Did MSDossary.
End-to-end FIFA now. BradyBenzz, his turn to come forward. Eusebio, the only goal scorer.
يقفل عليه. ايوه صح كده.
Straight off the Dutchman. Van Dijk. And we go straight back down the other end now for Dossary.
Just bullied Marcelo there, did Eusebio. A starter as well. Eusebio usually comes off the bench, but BradyBenzz starting him up top. The 94 prime icon moment. Striker, unbelievable in front of goal. 99 shooting on his base stats. You look inside those stats, you take a deeper look. 99 finishing, 99 attack positioning.
He's got it all.
He's at the right place at the right time. 5-star weak foot as well, so he can go on either side, as you saw the first goal of the game. In this second leg, Eusebio the scorer.
ايوه الله يا مساعد، ايه الحلاوه دي؟ امال ليه الماتش اللي فات ده يا جدع خوفتنا عليك؟ لا هو شكله الماتش اللي فات كان بيجرب خطه او بيعمل حاجه يعني مش فاهم كان في ايه. بس هو فعليا الماتش اللي فات ما جاش.
He did the running where he needed to and just slotted past the goalkeeper at the near post. And now Dossary switching on to drop back there, it looks like. Just going to try and play a little bit more conserved, play a little bit more defensive.
You said it perfectly. He will continuously change the way he's playing to the scoreline. Now he's in front. He's happy to drop back. He's happy to result back to the original formation he would have wanted to play right at the beginning of leg one. Eusebio, the hero again. 2 goals for him. It's that prime icon moment in the teams. It's worth having a chat as well about how the teams have changed throughout the year. Obviously, it was all at the beginning. It was the case of R9. We saw Cruyff occasionally in there. We saw a normal Eusebio, obviously for prime, not prime icon moment. Then we had team of the year, which shake things up again. Then we had the prime icon moment. Now we got team of the season on the verge.
Yeah, we were very icon heavy towards the start of the year.
نقفل على الرفع. عايش عايش.
Team of the year almost took over most of the teams. People were experimenting. Where do I want to play certain players?
ما معروف.
Does Kante get in my team? Does Modric get in the team?
لا مش هتخلص النهارده، هم على يومين، النهارده وبكره.
Took a number of tournaments to try and adapt to that. We saw Tex play Van Dijk at left back at one point.
When the moments came out,
تقريبا دور المجموعات النهارده وبقيه الادوار بكره.
Took people back to square one. Took them back to the icons with obviously the 1+ rating upgrade and the big upgrades in stats. Pele, almost in every single person's team. Eusebio in every single person's team. When Team of the Year came out before the moments in sort of January, February, Pele wasn't really used. Eusebio wasn't used anymore. Neymar came in, Mbappe came in, and now you've got the sort of combination of both of these sets of players being introduced team of the season. Will that add another layer on top of this?
All kind of elements that is worth talking about. As teams will update, players will look at other competitors as well and compare and contrast their teams, their choices. Perfect example of that, you'd have to look at Ramos at right back. Said it before, he's in every team.
ملهاش لازمة خالص. لا لا ايوه حلو لا حلوه البلوكات.
Very, very scrappy there inside the box.
Watch the two runners, Van Dijk and Ronaldo is controlling.
لا مش هيبدأ يضيع وقت من دلوقتي، ده لسه الدقيقة 37.
David Hay has been moved out, it's been played all the way over, headed into the box.
يعني المفروض بقى يجيب له 5 تجوان كمان ولا حاجة.
Playing out from the back, will it be successful? It looks like he has got the ball in control now, but for a split second I thought he was going to roll straight back to BradyBenzz.
بس هو فعلا الماتش اللي فات التاني كان بيضيع وقت، وغير كده كان بيضغط على مساعد، ومساعد ما كانش بيعمل حاجة، ما كانش بيهجم أصلا. يعني هو هجم 4 مرات تقريبا أو حاجة زي كده. فهو أتوقع إن هو كان بيجرب خطة.
Columbia Strip. Round one of Swiss here at the eChampions League group stage in Manchester.
You can see the little triangle as well, just so a little bit more clarification. The red triangle, BradyBenzz camera. The blue triangle, MSDossary. That is on the face cams.
That's in possession at the moment with Neymar. He scoop turns away, drag backs, everything's involved around the box. Added time
أيوة.
and it's going to be 3-1 at the
الله يا ابني الله، ايه الحلاوة دي؟
And it'll be Cristiano Ronaldo getting himself on the score sheet.
He's actually got quite fortunate there because he's gone to do an El Tornado just on the edge of the box.
لما تبقى خسران ويقعد يضيع في وقت دي بتبقى حاجة مستفزة. بس يعني تضييع عن تضييع يفرق، يعني انت لو فاضل اخر دقيقة او اخر دقيقتين ماشي، بس ما تضيعليش الشوط التاني كله.
If it gets headed away, he doesn't get into this position on the edge of the box. Neymar never gets the ball. It's because of the blocked / failed skill move that chance has actually come about in the first place. He's done well after the skill move's not happened to be able to change his game and work the ball back into the area.
Now it's gone from a hill to a mountain to climb for BradyBenzz.
It's half time. Back against the wall right now. That's how a game can change. The stats quite even as well. 50% possession each. Only a couple more shots for Dossary on target. But he's scored everything that he's hit. Everything really that he's touched has turned to gold.
It was just that goal, I think, 2 minutes in when he went and conceded, it was not good. You do not want to be conceding 2.5 minutes into the game. Eusebio pulled MSDossary back in the game, and now we're into our second half of the second leg. Dossary does lead by 3-1. We said there wouldn't be a safe scoreline. Lucky enough for us, it's been backed up.
لا كده مادام ده كده بيستهبل، ما ممكن يلبس اي جون في اي وقت مادام هيضيع وقت كده. وارد انه يغلط غلطه وتتاخد منه الكره قدام الجون ويخسر.
Intercepted in the end. It's a long old road, Swiss, though. You can be 1 up, you can be 2 and up, or 2 and 0, I should say, 3 and 0. Still losing next 3 games and go out the competition. This is liquid football.
Side.
He's just offside in the end. That would have been a great goal if not.
Yeah, the first time this year as well in FIFA 19 that we've seen this longer Swiss-style format. Usually, because we only have 32 players on each console, we do first to 3. So you play 3, you go through. You play 5 rounds of Swiss. Because we've got 64 players right now, we're back to what we did in FIFA 18, where it's 7 rounds of Swiss. You have to win 4 matches to guarantee yourself a place in the last 32. You lose 4, simply, you're going out.
I'm just praying that we can see some sort of, as Spencer was saying, at Istanbul, someone can go 0 and 3 and pull themselves back to a 4 and 3 to send themselves into the knockouts. And imagine if they went and qualified themselves off the back of that as well. That would be
what Aero did
a crazy story. He made himself a grand final spot, didn't he?
Yeah, 0 and 3, turned it around, went 4 and 3. Won his next 2 matches and solidified.
والله مش عارف، بس هو من ساعة ما بدأ الماتش الأولاني وهو شكله عامل كده.
From the man currently playing for Olympique Lyon.
Unfortunately, not the same season for him. Not at this event either. Other French players that are though Vitality Maestro, Vitality Rafsu.
Immense also. So many good players at this event. So many good players. Finding the top 8.
It's still hard. I can't call. If someone said to me, Brandon, do predictions, top 8 to go for, you can pick some of the big names. You can look at the Nicholas, the Dassaris, the Texas, but who else is making up those spots?
You also don't know how the bracket's going to look. Dassaри and Tex might match each other in round of 16. Only one of them's going through. Until you see that bracket where it's the 32 and then the 16 players, and you get those finals almost there, the round of 16 match to guarantee yourself a top 8 finish. It's very hard to predict who's going to go through. Dassaри might go 7-0 in Swiss, and then go out first round of 32.
Also, we might see some new faces. Might be their first event of the year, and they might actually be off to the eChampions League Grand Final in Madrid in May. Hopefully, this tournament will be able to deliver those stories.
ابعد قدام يا ابني كان فاتح.
See who will take up half of the spots for the eChampions League.
ايوه
Cuts back inside.
الله يا ابني الله ايه الحلاوه دي.
MSDossary, cool, calm and composed, forward up.
بكل بساطه ياخد بق ميه او بق اي حاجه من مش عارف ايه دي اصلا.
Volley past the goalkeeper, didn't need to time it. Found the top corner. That's what 99 Ronaldo can do for you.
طقم فريق روج موجود في اللعبة. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
MSDossary.
So we've got a long old day of FIFA action from us. This is only round 1 out of 7. As each round goes past, the tournament will continue to heat up, especially when it gets to the knockouts.
هو نازل بقاله فترة كمان يعني مش لسه نازل دلوقتي.
Put yourself in history books once again to make the finals of the eChampions League. 20 minutes remain. 3 goals are needed by BradyBenzz. And he just runs out of play.
هاتها بقى هاتها وانت راجع.
Confidence has gone from the American.
When Dassary comes to England, Dassary will leave with trophies. He'll leave with prize money.
He said this is his second home. He said it before. It's his second home. I don't know why he plays so well.
He's got a residency. They'll be moving in.
Probably buying a house around
كده محتاج كام نقطة عشان.
Especially in Manchester, we could go and do well here again. Won his first ever FUT Champions Cup. Yeah, and that was halfway through the season, wasn't it?
Yeah,
MSDossary arrived halfway through the season last year. We saw him at ESWC 2 weeks before that. He picked up 3rd place. We're like, you playing this year, Dassary? Next thing you know, won the FUT Champions Cup, was a world champion in London.
I often say it doesn't matter how you start, it's about how you finish. And he finished the season on top.
Looks like he's going to be finishing this game on top as well. 4-1 up, 4-0 up in this game, and somehow scores that as well.
الله يا مساعد يا ابني ايه الحلاوة دي.
Everything he's touching is turning into gold. Look at that, he just pressed it. All he did was just press the ball with R9.
He's gone to clear it. R9's gone to block it. Bounced off his sole of his foot.
Somehow the blades or the studs.
Steered it past the goalkeeper and...
شو قلت لك يجيب 5 يرتاح.
It very much is in. MSDossary 5-1 up. And this is why we play 2 legs of FIFA. This is why you play it.
هو مساعد ما جاش الماتش الأولاني بس الواد ده هو اللي ما جاش الماتش التاني.
1-0.
Well, the 2-legged format is a thing. Stakes happening everywhere it seems, unfortunately for BradyBenzz. Such a good first leg, but that's why you play 2 legs of FIFA. Completely different story. Really is.
هو ايه اللي كيف يا جميل؟
Stakes just cropping up everywhere over the field. There's another one. Him does fall back to the feet. Offside trap was played there by Dassary. Just onside there was R9 who's in possession now. This will mean as well, if you are new to this format, BradyBenzz will go and play against someone else that lost their first matchup. Dassary could go and play even Nicholas. If he's won his first game, he could go and play Tex.
I think Nicholas did win his first game. I think Nicholas did get a bye in that first round, so he's currently 1-0. We'll get full confirmation of that after this game has finished and we see all the results. The guys at the couch will take you through the first round of fixtures. But it will be Dassary going 1-0 and a pretty comfortable start for the world champion here in Manchester for the eChampions League group stages.
Exactly that, getting himself started early on with an early win. Could he get another goal? Goal number 6.
لا 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 ايوه ايوه.
David Haya will be there and nearly made another mistake as well by rolling it.
المفروض بقى مساعد دلوقتي يعمل زي الولد ويقعد يضيع وقت صح؟
Going to round 2 of Swiss.
You still see Dassary offside trap, team press. He's 5-1 up and he's still.
لا لا طلع الحارس ليه؟
He's got his manager. He's probably got the Gary on the sidelines. Sunday League. Dossary, it's 0-0. Switch on. That's what I'm expecting.
في سادس ولا ما فيش؟
Looking to improve, constantly hungry as well. Gonna
No
put his feet
release.
up of being a world champion. Wants
He
another
says.
one this year,
He
and wants
says.
another goal. 6-0 up, 6-1
Allah
aggregate.
Allah.
1-0 for Dossary.
It's just simply the winning mentality. You don't let up. No matter if it's 10-0 or 1-0, you play the exact same level of FIFA. There's been no release. There's been no let-up in his game over the 2 games. He started the first leg a little bit slow, and he just constantly got better and better and better in this second leg.
That's exactly what he's done. Story of Dossary in the UK continues to build.
هو جاب في واحدة تورنيدو أصلا.
6-1 up. Added time of 3 minutes. That'll be a strong start for Dossary. Still needs another 3 wins to his name though to take him through 4. Is that magic number?
Perfect start.
أنا في رأيي الولا يضيع له الحبة اللي فاضلين دول بدل ما يجي فيه واحد كمان.
The caliber of the win, the level that he's won to, it's been comfortable for him.
هو فعلا بيضيع اهو.
Such good spirit, such good confidence for the rest of this Swiss
جي جي
Dossary,
جي يا مساعد.
1-0 against BradyBenzz after losing the first leg 1-0.
Dossary doing it. Dossary.